Manufacturers give us a whole lot of shit at trade shows, which is probably fair because we do the same for them of their products throughout the whole year. But what we're going to do here is go through a bunch of the things that we received, cull some of them, and see what it is we ended up with that we didn't necessarily want before heading home with limited suitcase space. So let's get through it. These are the media gifts that were provided by each manufacturer. We of course appreciate the gestures, but there's nothing wrong with poking a little fun at them either. Before that, this video is brought to you by EVGA and the X299 Dark motherboard for the Intel high-end desktop CPUs. The X299 Dark is one of the only motherboards on the market with proper VRM cooling. We've tested this and found significant performance increase over those without active cooling on the VRMs. This board was used in our recent attempt to set a top 10 record in Firestrike, and you can learn more about the X299 Dark at the link in the description below. Let's start with MSI. MSI sent this box of Lucky. As it says here, some RPC, we are gaming. Is that nutrition facts? No. So let's take a look at this. I just need to get the bloatware out of here quickly. 1 second. It's going to take me a while. Some more bloatware. Okay, I think that's most of it. There's some probably pop up later. So 3 dragons. It's Lucky the Dragon. They showed him off at Computex last year. They're very proud of Lucky the Dragon. It's their superhero dragon that they now have little figurines of. So good job, MSI. Thank you. Looks pretty good for a mascot product. I will admit it. Actually, this is kind of genuinely cool. So this is a twin Frozer USB key. NVIDIA did this not long ago with their reference design, and that was pretty cool as well. So this one, oh, there you go. So it's the tiny USB 3 key that sockets into the twin Frozer cooler. I actually can't see if they have thermal pads on the VRMs on this one. So we got some of those from MSI. I don't know how big those are for storage, but they're pretty cool. So thank you, MSI. We appreciate that, at least one of them. We got this red hat from Pixio. I'm just gonna put that over there. iPhone X, it's not iPhone 10, I think. It's iPhone X, or is it iPhone 10? Tell us how you feel about Patchworks. Okay, done. An iPhone case. All right, what's next? Oh, here you go. This came from Pixio. I don't know what this is. Islands of Nine, NYNE. It's a game. So what I'm going to do is just read the game code, and whoever wants to redeem it can redeem it. XGJXJ35EBICA2X6. And I don't know where you put that. So start with Steam, I guess. So that's from Pixio, some kind of game, and a couple of other things. This is an ROG Spotlight. Kind of cheating because it's a real product. This is from ASUS. Story behind this one is it's not final. So this is 50% of the brightness the final version is supposed to be from what they tell us, but it just says Republic of Gamers. I almost had to sneeze. I think I'm allergic to ASUS. This is the NZXT Grid Plus version 3. NZXT also kind of cheating here by giving us a real product, but no, wait, they told me I can't do that again on camera, so we will cherish this and bring it home and use it in one of our systems. This one will be fun to get through airport security. This is a 1 pound tub of thermal paste that we'll be using for standard testing over the next probably several years. I think we go through these actually we go through them pretty quickly. Went through 1 to 2 in the last year. So this is Asetek thermal compound, and we use it to standardize our tests because I can get a lot of it, and I know it comes from the same batch. So testing is pretty much controlled for thermal paste. So that actually, it comes out of a factory in China, and so getting it to the US is something of a story as well, which we'll save for another time. Speaking of airport security, this is a bare PCB and set of colorful wires that I received from an overclocking company. So this is Overlay Live. I think the company is ePeak, and they have some loose affiliation indirectly with HardwareBot as well. They saw us working on our Titan V live overclocking that we did in the live stream, and they said, hey, instead of showing the multimeter and the thermocouples on camera, you could actually use our device, connect it to your ASUS ROG motherboard, that's what it supports right now, and then you'd have an overlay for OBS that shows the DMM or the thermocouple reader readouts. So they dropped that off for me. I need to buy a Raspberry Pi to make it work, but this is actually genuinely really cool, and I do hope to make use of it in a stream of some kind. It would allow us to do an overlay like in the bottom left corner or something so that you can see our voltages and things like that live while we're working on the product. And it has 2K type thermocouple readouts right here, or mounts right there, so I can connect 2 thermocouples to it, to VRMs or whatever they may be connected to under the CPU socket, stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. Overlay live, I have not used it yet, but looks pretty good. This next one is from Cooler Master, and okay, next one is from Seasonic. So Seasonic, of course, known for making Camelback bottles, gave us one of those. This is actually kind of useful at shows, so we'll be handing out to that. Also a stress ball in the shape of a heart. If you've ever been concerned about companies buying reviewers, well, I think we all know who's not doing that. Headshot on the light holder. What is that? What is this? Heart-shaped keyring. Oh wait, no, it has a diode in it. Okay, so Seasonic has sent us a third light we can use for these hotel room shoots. They also sent 2 pens. This caused a bit of a fight between the Gamers Nexus staff. One staff member received this pen labeled Seasonic Prime, one of the power supply brands, and you can actually see, and we're gonna have to ruin the lights for a second, that it's a reasonable pen. Maybe you'd find it in the $2 drawer instead of the 99-cent drawer. And then there's this Bic pen, actually, sorry, Zebra, I don't know who they are, and that's what it is. So clearly one editor is liked more than the other one. And then finally, they did give us a mouse pad, which has been in use because the hotel room table that we're using the mouse on has some kind of sticky, hopefully food substance on it. So we needed that to help us with a mousing surface. This box, Grand Lux Cafe, is provided by Thermaltake, and it's full of cookies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Thermaltake gave us 9 cookies in their box, and we appreciate that. That's one of the more functional gifts. DeepCool actually has some of the cooler products that they've given as media gifts. So this is a counter to their showing of products at the show this year. It's got a calendar of DeepCool stuff, bear and case liquid for January, and then ends with Gamax and Assassin 2 and Genome ROG. Wait. Oh, they have an ROG product now. Okay, well, I guess their media gift works because I was not aware of that. This is, I think this is tea. They gave us this last year as well. So that's kind of cool. I'm not sure what's in here this year, but it's a tea packet. So thank you, DeepCool, for that. It is actually all Chinese characters, so I'm not sure if they brought it over for the show or what. Enermax gave us a couple of things as well, so let's check those out. I don't know what to do with it. Well, I don't know if they have liability insurance, but I hope they do. There's a ViewSonic post-it note thing in the bag. I was not aware they were still, I guess I kind of knew they were still in business. I haven't had one of their monitors in 20 years though. So ViewSonic post-it notes. Oh, a ViewSonic pen. So now we know who's truly the favorite, because this pen is objectively superior to the others. I don't know what that is on the end. Corsair stuff. Corsair gave us a power bank. These used to be pretty common media gifts and are still somewhat useful. So it does 1 amp output or 2.1 amps output, and 2 USB type A, and then a charger and an on-off switch. Oh, with a tiny flashlight. So we have more lighting options now for our set between this and the other one. Oh, they also provided a raincoat because it was raining outside. So for CES, Vegas tends to rain like one day when we're here every year. This is actually a pretty nice coat. It's making a lot of jingling noises right now. I'm not sure where that's coming from. Let's locate that. Oh, that's unfortunate. We'll have to cut those off. But this is a pretty cool coat otherwise. No, this is actually genuine. This is one of the better like kind of swag products that companies make. And the fact that they bothered to bring it to CES when they knew it was going to rain and no one would have raincoats, that's appreciated. I think we have one more thing, and it's probably that. I think that's the last thing. This one's from one Mr. Der Bauer, and we'll have another video about this soon. But this is so he's got it labeled Der Bauer, and it says German engineered perfection. There was some teasing about that when we saw it earlier. It is a product we'll talk more about soon. This goes with the delidding tools, and it should be pretty cool. We'll be testing it once we get back. But is fairly functional. Was fairly functional before I dropped stuff. And I think that about sums it up. So that gives you some insight to what happens in terms of, people say, you guys are all shills for Intel, AMD, NVIDIA simultaneously. Clearly, it's these companies that are buying media coverage because, well, I guess we just gave them a 10-minute video or whatever this turned out to be. So it worked to some extent. Yeah, some good stuff, some okay stuff, and I'll see you all next time. Subscribe for more. Patreon.com/GamersNexus. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.